the collective imagination of Hollywood, the vacuum of space is a spectacular executioner. We've seen characters freeze into ice statues in seconds, or, even more dramatically, explode like overinflated balloons. It is cinematic, it is terrifying, and it is, scientifically speaking, complete nonsense. The reality of the void is far more quiet, far more methodical, and infinitely more disturbing. If you were to step out of an airlock right now without a suit, you wouldn't shatter or go out in a blaze of glory. You would simply become a victim of the 15-second rule. That is the exact window your brain has before the light of consciousness is snuffed out. But those 15 seconds, they are a masterclass in biological chaos. The moment you hit the void, the first thing you feel is not cold. Space has no temperature in the way we understand it. It is an insulator, a vast nothingness where heat has no medium through which to travel. Instead, you would feel a strange bubbling sensation on your tongue and eyes. This is ebullism. Because there is zero atmospheric pressure, the boiling point of liquids drops below your body's internal temperature. The moisture on your tongue begins to boil at 37 degrees Celsius. The tears in your eyes turn to steam. You are not burning, you are evaporating from the outside in. And then, there is the most important rule of the void. Do not hold your breath. In a diving accident, holding your breath is a reflex. In space, it's a death sentence. The air trapped in your lungs will expand instantly, tearing through the delicate alveolar tissue like a grenade in a paper bag. Your lungs don't just fail, they rupture, forcing air bubbles into your bloodstream and straight to your heart and brain. By the 5th second, a horrifying chemical betrayal begins. Under normal conditions, your lungs act as a gateway, pulling oxygen into the blood. In a vacuum, the gradient flips. The pressure is so low that oxygen is violently ripped out of your blood and dumped back into your lungs to be exhaled into the void. Your own circulatory system becomes a vacuum cleaner, scrubbing your brain of the very fuel it needs to stay awake. This is venous deoxygenation. It is faster than drowning. It is faster than strangulation. Your blood is still moving, but it's carrying nothing but emptiness. As you approach the 10th second, your body begins to grow. You aren't exploding because human skin is remarkably tough and elastic, but the water in your soft tissues is turning to vapor. You begin to bloat, doubling in size, your skin stretching taut until you resemble a grotesque, translucent version of yourself. Your heart is still beating, frantically trying to push empty blood through a body that is becoming a gaseous cage. You are conscious for all of this. You are watching your hands swell, feeling your mouth boil, and experiencing the silent scream of every cell in your body as it loses its grip on its own molecular structure. At the 15-second mark, the brain finally reaches its limit. The oxygen-starved neurons can no longer fire. A sudden, heavy grayness descends. This is the body's final mercy, unconsciousness. If someone pulls you back into the airlock now, you might survive with nothing but internal bruising and a terrifying story. But if you are left out there, the story continues without you. For the next 1 to 2 minutes, your heart will continue to spasm in the dark. Eventually, the lack of pressure will cause your blood pressure to drop so low that the blood itself begins to boil inside your veins. Circulation stops. The ghost has officially left the machine. Dr. Keeler leans over his sketches, his pencil hovering over a drawing of a bloated, drifting figure. The vacuum, he whispers, doesn't hunt you down. It doesn't attack you with cold or fire. It is simply a lack of everything we take for granted. We are pressurized vessels, fragile balloons of ancient seawater, walking through a universe that is hungry for balance. Space doesn't kill you. It just asks for its air back, and it takes it with the cold, indifferent efficiency of a physical law. The final sketch shows a silhouette drifting against a background of infinite stars. Not a statue, not a fragment, but a quiet, bloated monument to the 15 seconds it took for the universe to win.